So, for those that were around last time, yeah, well, I've actually made it to the final boss, and that's where things got bad in a hurry, because I just got utterly destroyed by Big Bang. But since then, in-game I did a solid 6 hours worth of grinding, and just to kind of demonstrate, this is the before, and this is the after. Yeah, there's a big difference. A lot more health, a lot more everything. And I was able to get the 2 ribbons from the lunar dragons or whatever those were called. Plus, I found another protect ring in the midst of the lunar subterrane, so I got that equipped. And I also kind of planned ahead in that I set up a couple of save states. One here at the very end of it, and from here I might as well show off what I did with some of my new stuff. I actually gave Yang both the ribbon and the protect ring, because Yang, he's definitely the squishiest out of the people in the front row. So any sort of protection for him is well needed. And I gave Palom the other ribbon, and Tella still has the other protect amulet, the protect ring rather. And not only did I have a save state for this part, I also have a save state for right after all that whole cutscene mess so we don't really have to see all that again, unless I want to change up my equipment or something. So let's see how well things go. And I see no reason to do anything until there we go. Since I can't use the crystal, it just skips that part. Oh jeez. Missed. Okay, I'm actually gonna wait until you do your Big Bang thing and then use Cure 4. And Nuke did 99.99, and yeah, it does respond with the nuke of its own. But Palom survived it. And yeah, the Big Bang didn't really do much. So I just have to be really careful to make sure that I use ethers when possible. But if you're gonna respawn with nukes the whole time, which is kind of bad, let's see what other spells do. See if you respond in a similar fashion.
I'm pretty sure he will counter with any black magic you use.
Well, no, he counters with nuke. All right, but it's good to know at least. Alright, so... And whoa! That Tella's dead. That I didn't... Okay, this is not good.
Uh-oh. One down.
Uh-huh. Might as well go all out then, if that's gonna be an issue. Because, hey, Nuke's doing 10k.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit Kane with it. Woo, okay. Kane survived it. Somehow I don't think using... The other benefit to using Nuke is that the casting time is really short. Compared to, say, your Quake or your Ice 3, Fire 3, those sorts of things. And I want to say that Zeromus, I think it said it has like 60-something thousand hit points, so a Nuke is basically taking him out for taking a 1/6 of his HP each time. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter how many people survive. As long as we win. That's really the only thing that matters here.
Yeah, the short casting time Nuke is my favorite part about it, too. It does really good damage, but like Meteor will take a long time to cast.
I figured as much. I never actually tried it, though. And... okay, Palom's dead, and it's down to Yang! But I'm wondering, the first Big Bang didn't do that much damage. Why did the follow-ups do so much? And why is he using Nuke now all of a sudden?
Oh, he uses Nuke when he gets lower on HP.
Well, that's... the fact that I'm actually... oh, okay, I was wondering if I... okay, yeah, I'm gonna use the Big Bang, that's... well, that was a good first attempt. The fact that we got him down that far is encouraging.
You should be able to use Phoenix Downs and Elixirs before he gets off another Big Bang.
Yeah, but he's probably not going to it probably won't even get a move off before the Big Bang happens, though. Whoever I revive, I mean. And now I know better than to actually do anything until the transformation happens, because they are an automatic miss.
I believe he might even start casting Meteor when he's low enough on HP, too. Though it doesn't do nearly that much damage.
I should hope not. So, say that didn't do that much.
Yeah, I'm surprised that first Big Bang is so weak. Usually I thought it was when his HP gets lower that the Big Bangs get weaker.
Well, the thing is, when I looked into it, it turns out, apparently during like the first phase of things, if you could have Edge steal a thing from Zeromus, and that's what causes the Big Bang to be weaker. But I don't have that option, so... yep, go ahead and do that.
So, there's only one person that can use Nuke, or is it...
just the one, yes.
oh man.
Believe me, if I had more than... if I could had more than one, yes, I'd be doing that.
Yeah, Nuke is one of the few spells Tella doesn't get.
Yeah, unfortunately. He does get Meteor, but he never has enough MP to actually use it.
man.
Which, considering how early in the game you have him, it makes sense for that to be the case, or else things would get broken.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of
Yeah, and you lose him almost halfway through, right?
He comes and goes. You lose him for the last time. It was against the Golbez, I believe. It's.
Yeah.
I want to say it's when Rydia comes back shortly thereafter, if memory serves.
No, you lose Tella before you get Rydia back.
Well, I thought it was like, but I didn't think the time frame was that far different though.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's And Tella's dead, but I think I might be good because I've been using Nuke a good while.
But I always liked how Tella learned Meteor but couldn't cast it. It just kind of made the spell more epic.
Yeah. And I guess it didn't seem fair for you to be able to use Meteor even once, like when you're at Mount Ordeals.
Yeah.
Because that's just overpowered. And wow, that Big Bang didn't do much. And well, now he's using Meteor. How much is that? Oh, Palom dodged it. What?
Yeah, his Meteor can be kind of inconsistent and inaccurate.
Well, it's more of a case of, dang, Palom dodged Meteor. And Kane's dead.
I've seen it before.
And Zeromus is down.
I've had it before where like 3 or 4 characters dodge the Meteor.
Well, the fact that it was Palom, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised because if anyone dodges the magic stuff, it's Palom and Tella. But it's like, Meteor? Okay. Because I was half expecting Palom to die from that, even though in fact nobody died from that. It's just that Palom took none. Whew.
And goodbye, final boss, right?
Yeah. So this group wasn't really that bad. For attack power between Kane, Sid, and Yang just by himself is a powerhouse. Sid, I'm able to use the endgame axes. Kane, obviously, he's an endgame character in his own right. Palom and Tella, they're just magic users, which is always good. Tella has his limitations, but as long as you're able to factor those in and make that part of the plan, I will not perish as long as there is evil in the hearts of people. Puff. Urzer. Graham. Yeah, still better than the first seed I had, where I had no black magic whatsoever, which I think would make this fight a bit more difficult.
Imagine you had nothing but physical fighters.
I'm sorry?
Imagine if you had nothing but physical fighters.
I pretty much did. I think my first one I've got Param, the white mage, both Cecils, Yang and Edge.
Wow.
So I had some good white magic there, but no black magic. Well, technically the only black magic I had was Edge's techniques, and really that's not even worth using most of the time. I didn't know you people had such power. Your people might have been further along than us Lunarians. No doubt. But Zeromus' last words. As long as there is evil in the hearts of people, evil in our minds will never disappear. We all have both evil and good in our mind, just as there are the crystals of light and darkness, the ground and underground. But as long as the evil exists, so does good, just as you held good in your heart to fight evil. You're right, man! Thank you, Edge. It's hard to believe Zemus didn't use you instead. Ooh, ouch. Ha! Don't worry, goodness is my middle name. I bet it is. I must now return to my sleep. You? We'll go back to our planet. There are people waiting for us. I see. You have great comrades. I am looking forward to seeing you again. May I go with you? Really, Galvez? You? I cannot go back to the Earth, considering what I have done. Besides, I would like to see my father's people. If you wish, but it will be a very long sleep. I understand. I can imagine him not wanting to face all the people that he had wronged. They probably wouldn't be very quick to forgive. Thanks, Cecil, for calling me brother. I know you can't forgive or forget what I've done. I've caused you so much pain. We must go now. Live in peace. Now let us go. Yes. Cecil. Okay. What did they want him to say? Goodbye. Cecil! Goodbye, brother. So long. Cecil. Yeah, honestly, after the last stream, I wasn't sure if I would even have enough time to level grind as much as I did. Just between work and recording and all that other stuff. But hey, I was able to level grind. More to the point, I actually found a good spot in Lunar Subterrane 2 level grind, which was probably my biggest concern. And there you have it. One to be born from a dragon, hoisting the light and the dark, arises high up in the sky to the still land, veiling the moon with the light of eternity. It brings another promise to Mother Earth with a bounty and mercy. The moon has just started to seek for its own light. I certainly don't remember the text moving like that.
Neither do I.
Of course, I think this is... I want to say this is the only Final Fantasy that actually takes place in our solar system, I guess? Because
actually, have you played the entire 13 trilogy?
I'm sorry?
Have you played through the entire Final Fantasy 13 trilogy?
I have not played any of it. I don't exactly have the means to.
Okay, never mind then.
Because I remember earlier that it actually referred to, what, the planet between Mars and Jupiter breaking apart. And the whale goes back down under the sea. Let's start today's lesson. Yeah, where's Palom? Off on the moon with the rest of us. Palom was the one I started with this whole time, and yes. You know, it was then I cast ice to open Mount Ordeals. Even though he's one of the saviors of the planet, he still can't win. How many times do I have to tell you not to skip your lessons? Here's your homework. Please, no! That serves you right. So are they all being trained by the Elder, or are those two just special cases or something? I don't know. To begin with, Your Highness lacks self-awareness, and I didn't catch the rest of that. Don't worry.
Of being the successor to the throne.
Right, yeah. I will not, if you stop dating girls all the time. Please do what you say for a change. But Edge has a thing for Rydia. Probably because Rydia's one of the few people that will actually talk back to him. I don't remember. I know after years and all that, did anything ever happen between those two, or?
I never played the after.
Might have to look into that. Because I know Cecil and Rosa is pretty much the canon thing, but beyond that, I don't really know.
Sorry, I missed out on the Asheraf right.
I never actually went there.
Oh.
Because I really had nothing to gain from it, because I can't use summons. And I believe I pretty much skipped out on the Sylph Cave too. For similar reasons. And I didn't even try going after Odin or Bahamut or any of that stuff just because I can't use summons, so what's the point? And for Final Fantasy Star 2, if you're referring to like the whole taking place on Earth thing, I was kind of referring to the Final Fantasy series, but
yeah.
And Demkayan, I can't remember how that's supposed to be pronounced, but it's being rebuilt. And even the kids are involved in the rebuild process. Although it looks like there's a couple of the sisters from Toroya is there too. Unless that's just a sprite coincidence or something. And the dwarves. Lolly-ho! Work hard. Rebuild our castle as soon as possible. How much damage did they even take? I mean, yeah, they were in combat with airships and such, but... King, we haven't got enough materials for that. Scrap the tanks. There won't be another war. Oh, that sounds like famous last words to me. Scrap the tanks. There won't be another war. After years or no after years, that just sounds foolhardy. You are loafing on the job, Your Majesty. Ahem. Scrap the tanks. Lally-ho. Ah, the odd moment of Kane without his helmet. Forgive my absence. I must strengthen myself to be a true dragoon before going back. Until then. I forget, what system was the After Years on?
It was a WiiWare title.
Really, I could have sworn it was something else.
I think it might have
Let me
come out
check.
for mobile, and it's on the PSP part of the complete collection for Final Fantasy IV.
I do have a PSP emulator. If it's possible, I might want to check that out. I hadn't really considered it too much, but...
It's on the iPhone, Android. It's on PC.
Is it now?
Yeah.
But the iPhone... I don't have a smartphone, so that any of that stuff is out of my reach.
Let me check Steam and see how much it is. Assuming it's on Steam.
And, oh, I thought those two moons were coming out of alignment. One's just flying away. And so the tides get messed up for a while. At that funny moment where it's still Kane's sprite instead of Cecil. I forgot about that. Still says Cecil in the text box, though. That's kind of awkward, but given the nature of things and the script-heavy thing on this, it's probably changing that's probably more trouble than it's worth. I'm sorry, you were about to say something?
Yeah, what was awkward?
That in this scene, instead of Cecil, it's still Kane's sprite, because that's who I was using for throughout the game.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But the thing is, I could have had it be Yang or Tella or whoever else I had be the face of things. Still would make it kind of awkward, though. Like I said, there's probably not much that could be done about it. Oh, though it actually did change back to Cecil for this part. Alright. Which means this scene isn't reliant on party configuration, I guess.
Okay.
Interesting. Unless Cecil's sprite's been modified for this scene in some way that I don't really recognize. You get off the dang throne!
Who's he on the throne? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not that surprising, really. Yeah, well, Palom always needs someone to keep him in line.
Yeah. And hello.
Yep.
Look at the edge just like away from Rudy. Why?
Odd case of bashfulness from Edge. I don't know.
Okay.
And I feel like letting these credits play out. And then once all that's done, I'll be moving on to something else, at least for the time being.
Yeah, Final Fantasy The After Years is currently $16 on Steam.
Yeah, the game I'll be switching over to, it's a genre that I really haven't touched hardly ever on my channel, but it's a game that I do have a lot of experience with, so I hope things should go well.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about the recording side of it, because it involves using the Elgato, and for those who were around last time I tried using that, it caused some issues involving voice chat. But
yeah, definitely.
But I am convinced that it was caused by the overlay that I was using at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've switched to just basically doing screen capturing Discord to show the voice chat, hopefully that should not be an issue. I did test it a little bit about an hour ago, and things seemed alright. But considering I was the only one in voice chat, I can only go by the little green circle that appears around my avatar in Discord to see whether actually things are working or not. So I believe the creator of the randomizer, in chat he was referred to as Crow. He either has or is in the process of making a more comprehensive randomizer for this. So I don't know if I'll be doing that on stream or whatever else, but it'll definitely be a neat thing to look into. And heck, I might want to do another run through of this on my own time just to see what other combination, or maybe just try to finish the one that I had started previously, maybe. Because before that, I got as far as beating Kainazo on the first file, mostly to see if I could actually do it, because I had no means of preventing tidal wave, so I was worried about whether that was going to be a roadblock, but I had enough sheer raw power that I was able to just tank my way through it, thank goodness. But I have a feeling other future boss fights might not be as forgiving, so I'm curious to see how that would turn out. But at least I have, with 2 healers in the group, things should be better, especially since neither of them are Tella. The end. And is it going to do the usual intro sequence? Yes, it does. Can't have a Final Fantasy game without that, can you? Alright, so with that, well, it's good to have that over and done.